Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB. It's the first Jank Tank of the new era here with Guilds of Ravnica, and we're playing a Divine Visitation deck. I don't know for sure that Divine Visitation is going to turn out to be pure solid jank like some of the crazy things we've done in the past, but it is something that's been requested of me a lot, and you know I want to serve the people. So let's see if we can go make some 4/4 angels. This is the card itself. If one or more creature tokens would be created, make a 4/4 white angel creature token with flying and vigilance instead. Some other cards, including Dawn of Hope, because we have so many soldiers with lifelink, and a way to make tokens whenever we want to, and some usual suspects, though Martyr of Dusk, maybe not the most usual. Maybe not quite what you expected. The fact is, though, once you have Divine Visitation out with a Martyr of Dusk, the opponent can't really attack into you without you ending up with an angel, which is a pretty big, nasty deal. Let's get it on the board right away. Oh, has the Boros been out in effect today? Boros has been Borosing oh so hard. Let's play you, and I think I'll save this and get Dawn of Hope resolved instead. I would love to have Sprouting Renewal available the turn I play Divine Visitation to make an angel right away. The Challenger is here, a board that's pretty much impossible to attack into already. And another renewal, interesting. So let's do something like this. And it's tempting to make a 2/2 here. Or do I give myself one turn? Yeah, I think I'll get one onto the battlefield. I mean, it's not like a fancy thing or anything, it's just a 2/2 for 1 mana, but I guess we do have to keep up with our board presence. Yep, no blocks. Interesting. Opponent left himself pretty vulnerable, but we didn't get lucky and rip a land. So I think we want to play this and renew off it and get an attack against these. This has first strike as long as it's your turn. It is not your turn. Let's get him. Ooh, taking it all. Okay. Player knows who they are. They know their spot in life. 2/2, please, and tap this for the mana. And we got a lifelinker, which can combo with the Dawn of Hope. It's a lot of first strike, which is annoying to attack into, which is why we gotta go over the top. So, would anybody like to rumble? Nobody? Alright. I feel like putting some pressure to them anyway. At least bringing these. We throw one away into the Stalwarts, but the others might deal some significant damage. Justice Strike, sure. Kills one of them. Deals damage to a creature equal to its power. It's a good 2-mana removal spell. There's your free blocks. Are you taking 8? I guess so. Elf on the board. Elf on a shelf. Better to be on a board. And another Justice Strike. Okay. Opponent feeling it. And then D'ing up. I say we play the Warleader. We can Visitate next turn and do some crazy things with Leonin Warleader and Divine Visitation. Okay. How aggressive are you being when you're at 6 life? Okay. Very aggressive is the answer. Which means, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, it's a lot of damage. We can let 4 of these through, block. We have to block the other 4, but as long as I keep these 2 alive, we win. So, let's get right to it. No really good blocks in that way, but we'll just take it like this. And then we go down to 2. I guess we have a freebie over here, so we may as well take that. But everything else, all right. Please let me show what I can do. Please let me show what my deck does. Please. Don't scoop. All right, Divine Visitation. All attack, and it makes 2 angels. Ah! With death on the stack, our opponent concedes. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at the deck. So the idea is what we want to do is play ahead of schedule a Karn or Leonin Warleader followed by a Divine Visitation to make angels right away. Everything else is in service of that. Dawn of Hope is good because it gives us some lasting triggers. I had Flower in the deck instead of lands, but I was having a really hard time curving out. It was super awkward, so I actually pulled it in favor of Selesnya Guildgate. Believe it or not, I've been doing better, even though it doesn't feel like it should work that way. I don't know what to tell you. Martyr of Dusk, Soul of the Accords. Maybe it's something with the algorithms in Arena. I don't. Conspiracy theory. But yeah, Martyr of Dusk, Soul of the Accord, they make tokens. They can get tokens done. And I like this better than Hunted Witness. I don't know why, but so far it's going a lot better for me. Can't explain it too well. This, just a little bit more likelihood to trade, and I've already got enough things on my 1-drops. I'd rather skip right into the 3s and 4s. So let's keep it coming. Decklist, of course, in description, if you just need to have a look. Any opponents staying up late? Some evening recording tonight. It's mostly fed the spikiest of spikes. In fact, I'm kind of in a place where I don't think I want to do any more videos outside of Quick Constructed and Free Play, because the matchmaking seems to put you in the same matchups over and over and over. And every time I want to put down that Boros is 60% of the meta, if I switch decks, then I only play against Jeskai Control, or I only play against Dimir. And it's gotten to the point where it's absolutely ridiculous, and I know it can't be right, and it must be something screwed up with their matchmaker. But in Quick Constructed, I just don't have those issues, and I find the games very fun. All right, our opponent got the turn 1 Llanowar Elf after the mulligan. Bravo. Our hand's a little bit slow, but it's got what we need if we can live that long. Sapling Migration, oof. Terrible draw. Worst draw in the deck is the duplicate Dawn of Hope. But that's what happens. Lands are good, spells are good, as long as they're not another Dawn of Hope. Okay, Legion's Landing is okay. We'll pay 2 life here and go History of Benalia, and we're already down to 13. So, slowly killing ourselves through Shockland. It's on. It is definitely on. Your tokens are going absolutely bonkers here. And I didn't draw land. So, oh my goodness. Alright, we got some blocks. Good. I'm glad to trade those. Very glad about it, because the sooner... Like, as soon as Tender Shoot goes off, we're in so much trouble. I'm going to keep this mana open instead of playing a duplicate Dawn of Hope, because I might get to draw a card if my opponent attacks into my 1/1 at all. Nope, not going to happen, but here is the City's Blessing in 3/3 tokens. Gotta do it. It's a horrible trade, but... Our knights are going to shrink down after this. Those creatures are not. Alright, no blocks. Pretty much dead when we missed a few land drops there, and it's a freaking tragedy, my friends. It's tragedy. Nothing but a tragedy. Alright. Well, I guess on to the next game. What's a guy gotta do to do some divine jank? Our opponent on the mold of 5. Smashing. That's why you don't give up on those mold of 5s, my friend. Sometimes you can just tender shoot win. My deck isn't built to remove anything. This is all in combo. It's gonna have some feel bads, but it also has some feel goods. Of course, that's what the jank tank is all about. I feel confused. Teferi and Torch Carrier working together. Mass hysteria. And dead Emmara. Of course. Okay, do we make a 2/2 Knight or do we play out a Sprouting Renewal? I think, or that's the same thing. I think though what I want to do is the Dawn of Hope and try to save Sprouting Renewal for after Visitation, but we are against red. Like if our opponent plays Legion War Boss and starts making 1/1s, we do not want them getting ahead on the board. So yeah, we'll throw out our 2/2. It's not the strongest play in the book. But at least it's something. Deck doesn't really catch up when it falls behind on the board, so treat the board like it matters. Oh, okay. Interesting. Act of treason, you say? Gonna rely on Karn here to get me a land.
Our actions determine the course of the choices we make, reveal who we are.
Or not. It's pick your poison, though. Ooh, they don't want to deal with the Warleader. Yeah, I get that. It's a big boy. Big kitty. Lava Runner. I guess we can take a block. Doesn't hurt too bad. Plenty more little dorks where that came from. Flame-a-Keld on 2 cards in hand. Bad hand. Another Flame-a-Keld on a mountain. Yep, no doubt. Let's go get our Warleader.
Nothing is ever truly lost.
And try to set up for the big turn, shall we? If we get to Visitation next turn, we get a pair of 4/4 attacking angels with our Warleader. And we might also get some Karn on top. And then our opponent will, of course, burn us out with a Flame of Keld trigger. Yep, that's fine.
We should discuss our differences.
Okie dokie, here we go. And then I'll also have a Llanowar Elf in the bag. Make me an angel.
Oh, say hello to my little...
Make me more angels. Oh my goodness, we're going off. We're doing it. And I'll throw in a Llanowar Elf for free. All right, Flame-a-Keld, what can you do? Impress me. Dead air. Scoops. McScoopersons. The visitation was too divine. To be fair, I'm not sure what they could come up with there. Let's see what is next. What's next on the agenda for the Angel Horde? A Dromedar. Okay. It's a turn 2 History of Benalia. That's really hard to turn down. It doesn't have, though, any of what our decks go in for. It doesn't have Visitation, Warleader, or Karn, which... I don't know. This hand might be able to win on its own, but it doesn't seem like the most powerful things going on. In the meantime, our opponent's having a deep tank over the hand. What do you suppose? Doesn't feel like I've played like somebody trying to do blue-blackish Dimir surveilling nonsense in a minute. Maybe that's what we're up against. So, let's see. This evening, yeah. So I've been trying to record for an hour. I've been having a really hard time getting games of quality. So if you're watching this, hopefully... If you're watching this, that means the trend reversed. In fact, I've already had 2 games here that were much more competitive than what we played. The format seems so hyperlinear. Just so much Boros Selesnya, Turbo Surveilly stuff, or like all about like complete control. Reminds me of the last format, and that's to be expected. The opponent, you know, people don't just change overnight. They do what they're used to. Esper control still looks good, so they still do Esper. They build their Boros decks like they built their black-red decks. But it's hard to see where to get the edge. And I'm looking forward to continue to explore it. It's been a lot of fun. I really want to be able to play this game, and it looks like our opponent's timer is running over there. I really hope we get to play this one, because I like my hand, but we seem to have an AFK. Maybe they ran for a drink, maybe the kids were crying. We'll just play over here with the bug. Let's see what's going on. Some questions from the last YouTube video is how do you get to watch the bonus videos if you become a Twitch subscriber or a patron? So I can answer that. If you're a Twitch subscriber or a patron, you get access to a Discord channel that has links to those videos, the private videos. If you're a patron and not a Twitch subscriber, I try to put the video links in my patron feed, although that's not something I always remember to do. I'm working on it, new habits. But I definitely always post links to them in that Discord channel. You can only see that Discord channel once you have subscribed or become a patron. You have to link your Discord to Patreon or to Twitch. We have people who can help you with that in the Discord. And on the free side of the Discord, you can always jump in, say hi, and ask any questions you may have about that to myself or a mod. And this is about as anticlimactic as it gets, my friends. Doesn't look like we're going to have a game, really. And victory. Oh, I really don't... Since we've actually had some good games in this event compared to all the hard time I was having, even drawing Divine Visitation. I think I played 9 games without drawing the card. It was absolutely wild. I really don't want to scrap the video because of that. Hopefully it doesn't become a trend. Hopefully we don't do that again. Thanks for the free win, I guess. We the North. Well, Game of Thrones power. Interesting. Alright. Yeah, this curve is gross. Yes, please. Oh, opponent's thinking again. I'll rejoice as soon as they actually say it's time to play. Alright, it is. The only thing that could be better, of course, is being on the play. Looks like our opponent's also knowing the sweet sound of Selesnya. Now the only thing missing is a Divine Visitation. If we draw one of those in the next, like, 3 draws, it's the curve out. Naya. Okay. And Thorn Lieutenant shutting down our attack immediately. Well, that's less cool. Thorn Lieutenant is really good against both red and token decks for getting something on the board on turn 2 that just shuts that aggro down. It's a card I consider running in nearly every deck, and it might be better than Martyr of Dusk in the format, to be honest. So if you wanted to run Thorn Lieutenant, which is a rare, and not everybody has lying around, but if you wanted to run that instead of Martyr of Dusk, I would support it. It's definitely a good meta call at the moment where everything is curve out and smash. Speaking of curve out and smash, let's do it. Although I've drawn enough land, we can stop now. Totally stop with the land. I would be into that. So, Thorny, what's up? Alright, pass. Ooh, Karn. Another night. Another night, another dream, but always you. I'm wondering if my opponent has Justice Strike, and if their plan is to sit back, I think that playing Karn first is a good play, because it's not something a removal spell will tag, and it starts producing value and puts kind of the pressure on my opponent to start taking action.
I will defend my ally.
So we definitely go up, because, you know, we don't want to lose Karn to a lightning strike. Opponent taking it slow. They definitely have a removal. I just don't know. Is it like a Justice Strike? Is it Lightning Strike? I guess we'll see. They took their whole turn to my whole turn to decide what to do, and it is strike a knight. Well, Thorn Lieutenant? No blocks. A lightning strike won't finish Karn from this spot. Titanic Growth will.
Please do not do that.
Not what I expected. But there is Visitation. Ooh, buddy. Alright. Well, we can't make something this turn, so I will play my Warleader. Like so. And then hopefully next turn we can get the Visitation combo to work. Okay, maybe not. Opponents are relentless today. Alright, see what you got now. It's frustrating to have my team held off by one Thorn Lieutenant. Grr. What an odd mix of cards, though. If they have an Invoke the Divine on top of it to remove this, I might cry. I might break down in the corner. You might see it right here on the video. But if we flip this Legion's Landing, okay, go to combat. Okay, attack. Flip the Legion's Landing. Start making 4/4s. And the Turbo Scoops. We call this deck Turbo Scoops. I think we can go for another. Games are going way too fast. Like, super fast here tonight. I mean, it's all there. It just might be too slow, especially on the draw. If our opponent's playing Boros, we might be dead before we get to do any of this. Still, I can't throw it away. Okay, blue-white. This could get interesting, especially with Dawn of Hope. If they don't have a removal for that, it can get really spicy. Super grind. Skyscanner. Okay. We could destroy that with Sprouting Renewal. Why can't I draw land? Let's do this. I really want this land off the top. Oh, so bad. Ooh, that is a big critter. And that is the worst draw in the deck. That is by far the worst thing I could have drawn in that spot. Oh my god. What a night. Skyscanner staying on defense. Weird. It's not like it has a good block to make. Do you have another Jhin? Because it's legendary. Awesome.
You show remorse. Right on schedule. Keep up the pace.
Yep. I can match you scoop for scoop, everybody. Can't land. It can't land. We kept a 3-lander, by God. Alright. Take it to the limit. These 2-minute games, they add up. Almost to a video. But I don't want to go out like that, mana screwed with a Teferi ticking up little by little. I want none of it. I can do better. I can do better for the people. I would play that out, probably, if I weren't on stream or video. I would probably play that through. I just can't, I can't bear to make you watch that. So it's really tempting to play the elf here, but then what do I play next turn? And the elf might just die to a shock, so I'm gonna... Yeah, it definitely feels like a shock was there. Jeskai control? Let's see if we can draw out some fire, shall we? There's some fire. There's some more fire. All right, I welcome that. Kind of clears the way for the rest of the team. Let's see if you're ready to deal with this. If you saved any ammunition. By God, you did. Just kill them all. Well, I got something for that. Starts ticking up, Karn. We'll see if the opponent is all removal spells, if they run Ixalan's Binding. Show them that Divine Visitation. Okay.
It is best if you stop.
Alright, I think what we'll do is tick up again, as long as Karn lives, and we'll play the Warleader and the Elf. But as long as Karn lives, we can do the combo next turn. Well, as long as the Leonin Warleader and the Karn live. Maybe that's asking too much. But we'll find out. That 5th point of toughness is going to come in really handy. But it looks like my Warleader is going to live, and that is not good. Not good for my opponent. You can block here. Karn can take one this way. Alright. Oh yeah, the trample. I always forget about the trample part. Whatever.
Return.
Make some 4/4s. It's too bad they enter tapped, since these do actually have vigilance, but it says that they make 2 tapped attacking tokens, so they do end up tapped. But it would be really cool to also Sprouting Renewal another one just for the lulz. So Karn's going down. Can our opponent race us here? I don't know how they could. But let's find out. It's gonna get interesting. Boros fight with Fire Shock, Lightning Strike. It's like Boros mid-range. So many flavors of Boros out there now. And we're down to 9. I mean, that's legit. But our opponent's at 12. If they don't kill the Warleader, let's see. How much removal you packing? Your own Warleader. I mean, that's too much damage in the air, right? Right? Let's do this. Go Visitation power! That one feels good. Pretty strong Boros draw. Resilient enough to bring it down. Alright, we're going to leave the video there for tonight. Thank you very much for watching. Certainly hope you enjoyed this week's Jank Tank. We have plenty of Janky Brews coming up to do on future Wednesdays, but I definitely wanted to get some Divine Visitation in there quickly since so many people requested it. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching, and remember to check in the description for links to Patreon, links to Twitch, and links to the deck list is there, and links to the free Discord. Thank you so much. See you in the next one.